would be helpful.
Because she said because she was like, well, it depends on him because normally people they don't like other people coming if they're treated with someone. He said, but I'll ask him. You okay?
Yeah.
Because that would be quite helpful. Because last time I went to Brazil for 3 weeks, we were like in a really
that
bad
would be
state.
helpful just to keep me going.
So then she said, if you agree, I can just leave this here. And then she already have it, so she can come on the bus and she can find a way to get here.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. No problem at all.
That sounds good.
So I shall go and see her on Sunday. On Sunday,
Hopefully, if she comes to see me, I won't be as bad as last time. Because
well, hopefully not.
I was in a mess, wasn't I? And there's little she could do because I was struggling so much.
So and then about my knee, James, I can be simply sat. I was sat on my chair 3 weeks ago at home, and I had a little nap while I'm sitting there. I was just doing some work in the garden, and I was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm dying." So I just sat in the chair. Max was watching TV, and I was there. And then I hear Usta say, "Max, time for a shower." And I woke up. And okay, I woke up and I was like, "Oh, there's something in my knee," and I have done nothing, and then it just locked. And I was like.
So frustrating and painful. I sometimes don't know what word. There should be another new word.
It should.
You feel
Definitely should.
Frustrated, angry, upset, confused. Like, what the hell have I done? Like, I've not even moved. And
then a few days later, I was sat in my room, just sat in the van, and then locked the knee again. I was like, well, how? I'm doing nothing, just sat. And then this week, beginning of this week, 4 o'clock, I woke up and I felt like I was in bed, I was doing nothing. And then I was like, okay, so I started doing some self-massage, some self-treatment. After 1 hour, I was like, it's getting a little bit better. By the time I woke up to go to work, it was okay.
It may be because you've not moved it. Because you wake up in the morning and we always feel stiff in the morning with the joints and everything. Maybe it's,
Well, I don't know. Because as I say, James, if that's the meniscus, it can be anything. So I just decided, right, I'm going to start training slowly. I won't go anything crazy because I know it's going to happen again. But luckily, it's not lasting as long as it was lasting before. And I can recover quite fast now. I kind of started, I start learning from where I need to start doing my exercise to start relaxing, take the pressure out of the meniscus. But sometimes it can last like a few minutes, sometimes it can last a few hours. And it's just that really annoying feeling of not being able to do anything. You know, like for example now, today I was on the sense, right, today is going to be a really bad one because Max asked for a tree house. I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I can try and get the tree house sorted for Max. I just realized how expensive that would be just to get like a few pieces of wood from B&Q. And I was like, God almighty, each time I go there, like 50 quid, just in small materials. But going quite pushing quite a bit now. Now I'm worried about the roof. How do the roofing and the floor for the tree house.
So would you build the tree house first and then get a ladder and pick it up and put it in the tree? Or do you build it up gradually in the tree?
Well, I mean, I'll try and send some pictures over to you about what I'm doing with that tree house. I didn't leave it too high, maybe like 3 feet high, just up here. Because it's still going to be like a little ladder for him to climb. It's just the roof, how we're going to build that around the tree. I'm struggling a little bit, and then I just realized, God, it's going to cost me another 100 quid at least to get a few more materials and just trying to have the ideas how I'm going to have it done.
You know, it just makes me laugh. You know, I mean, number one, like, not everybody's son who asks for a treehouse gets the answer yes. And then number two, you're the only person with a broken leg that's building a treehouse for his son.
You know, as a child, I always want to have a treehouse, and my father, no, I'm not doing that shit. And I thought, right, you know what, I'll try and get it done, and then we'll see. So it's still gonna take many days before I can have it done, but it's going faster than I expected. You know. But as I say, all the time you go is like a fortune you spend for small things. So now I'm trying to come up with what ideas to put for the roof.
Yeah.
Because he's taller than I suppose. Because I put him on top of the house for a bit.
Yeah.
And I can see, I thought, well, he's still small, make like a little window here. No, he's taller than that. And I'm like, okay, I need to cover that window and build another one. Which,
Yeah. You'll need to bear in mind in that he's going to grow taller.
Oh yeah.
As well.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of extending it a bit taller.
Yeah.
You know, maybe another 3 or 4 foot high.
Yeah.
And then see how we can go from there. But yeah, it's been quite fun. Hard work, but fun.
Yeah. And have you been watching the sport?
I won't lie to you, I haven't. I saw a few highlights,
Yeah.
you know, and of course, as I mentioned to you before, I didn't think Brazil would get to the quarterfinals, and I was right. I should have put in a bet about that one because I would win some money.
Yeah.
No, not a chance Brazil would get with the team they have right now. Not a chance.
No, you're right.
No, not a chance.
There were too many things wrong with the team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, so and then people, and then the last game, I didn't watch it. Why? I don't know why I didn't watch the game. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I wanted to, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And then when I first heard of Brazil just missed a penalty, I was like, oh, okay, not surprised. And then I didn't understand why Vini he didn't kick.
Yeah,
and
useless.
Yeah, it was like, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm not even bothering myself. But I know some of my friends or some people, they got the TV, they throw the TV on the floor, people were crying. And I was like, okay, and now what? You're going to have to spend money to buy a new TV.
There's too much talk at the moment in football about this idea of like the low block.
Yeah.
This phrase, it's getting on my nerves, the low block. I mean, nothing's really changed. Years ago, teams would defend with 4 or 5 at the back.
Oh yeah.
It's been like the same thing for years. They're just trying to invent a new phrase for it to make it sound new and interesting. But what teams are doing now is they're getting too obsessed with like passing the ball, wanting to get the ball into the perfect position to cross it into the box. Well, you could just cross it into the box from anywhere.
Oh well, yeah.
You know, you just need to find space and cross it into the box. The most important thing to me is if you cross it into the box, you need to have at least 3 players in the box.
Well,
and if the other team heads it out, you need to have 1 or 2, like, following in for a rebound or a shot from the edge of, like, staying outside the box, but running, like, towards the goal, towards the edge of the box, picking up any loose headers out. To me, you just need to organise the team, so as soon as somebody's likely to cross it, 3 men are already in the box. But I've seen teams with 3 in the box still go, oh, I could cross it. No, I won't. I'll just pass it to somebody else. And it's like, what are you doing? Like,
I think they just want to take the responsibility to miss it.
Yeah, and they're losing 1-0, and they still won't cross it into the box.
Oh yeah.
And there's 5 minutes to go, and they still won't cross it into the box. It's so frustrating to watch. And Vinicius Junior, he spent more time on the touchline. Like, I was so far wide.
Oh really?
So yeah, it was like it was so wide. He was a winger, so that's why he didn't do well, because it was too far wide. They wanted to stretch the team and have the width. So he was on one side, and they had another player, was it Ryan or something, on the other wing.
Yeah.
And they were nowhere near the goal. And so you're relying on a striker, and Brazil didn't have any good strikers available. They got Hendrick, in the end came on, and he's like so short. And they were never going to score. And then they brought Martinelli on, and he eventually did score in one of the games. But I thought, gosh, if he's scored now, we're going to have to wait another, 40 games before he's going to score another one, because he never scores. So they put him on, and then it started with Martinelli the next game. I thought, what are they expecting? Him to score again?
This is my frustration about Brazil, James. This is my frustration about
Neymar on, who could barely run. So Martinelli who never scores, Neymar who never. It was like watching like Barnsley, like, or a team that's just, like second division, or first or second division team. It's so frustrating to watch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they just have, even if they get it forward, they've got nobody who can put it in the net.
Now you understand about my frustrations about Brazil when I watch it. It's just like for me, it's just a waste of time because I know nothing will happen, nothing will come out of that. So now I rather to like tomorrow. I'm looking forward to watch England tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know how, where, I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but I'll try.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Brazil. The only way they were going to score was by getting a lucky bounce or somebody like Casemiro, and then he was the one that actually did score, I think, at one point. Because the strikers were never going to get a goal. I would honestly put more money on Casemiro scoring because Junior was playing far too wide. There was nowhere near the goal. And these teams that defend, they weren't giving him enough space, so they couldn't, dribble towards the goal. But it was too far wide anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just ridiculous.
And then you look at the other team, they just, because Brazil, they arrived there like already like losers, but pretending they are already the winner of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Norway for the beats, which I saw.
No respect for the opponent.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
And then you see on the other side, tank machine, Roland. God no, my, that's huge.
Yeah.
And I never realized he's English.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they started talking about him. He's from Leeds, but moved to Norway when he was 3, blah blah blah. And bloody hell, wherever the ball goes to that man's foot is a score.
Yeah.
And then you look on the other side, people say, "Oh, he's a nobody." Yeah, he just proved.
To be honest, some teams they just need to have that world-class player. I mean, England for a few games have not played amazing, but they've got Harry Kane, who can put the ball in the back of the net.
But I mean, James, at the end of the day, like people keep saying, "Well, England does not know how to play." Well, they do. They go to grades, all the process. The only thing is when get to the end, they lose. But they know how to play football.
Yeah.
They're good in what they do. And then you look at Brazil, who's been the favorite for so many years.
Yeah.
And
we've lost the plot.
Long ago.
I mean, France have got Mbappe. He's world class. Like a lot of these teams have got world class players, but they play as a team. I mean, Spain, France, to me, are the teams that are really, really good.
Yeah.
And they have everything. They've got a good defense, good attack, world class players, and I think Argentina have been a bit lucky. I mean, they were lucky, obviously, to get through against Egypt. But I just think that they're not at the same standard as Spain and France. And I said that before they played Egypt. But I didn't expect them to lose to Egypt, but they were really close to losing. And there's a lot of talk about the referees. Are they favouring, some teams? And I mean, obviously, the thing with the America, where the player got suspended, but then he got changed. I mean, that was really dodgy, really bad. That's the most dodgy thing I've seen.
Oh, really?
In a long time. Yeah, the striker for America, he got I don't know if it was a yellow card or a red card, but he was allowed to play in the next game. So that was really, really dodgy. But Argentina, there's been a lot of controversy about Messi. He's fouled one or two players, and he's not been sent off. Like he's put his studs on someone's leg. But there wasn't really any force behind it. It just he ran into this other guy and he put his feet on his leg. And against Algeria, and to be honest, you could easily have seen how he could have been sent off. But there was no force behind it. It just he didn't put all his weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can see it from both sides, but normally you would get booked at least, and he didn't even get a booking, I don't think. And then in the last game against Egypt, I do think that the referee probably got it right, because there was arguments about Morocco Egypt got Egypt got a goal disallowed because somebody fouled an Argentinian player, which they did, and it should have been disallowed. But then later on, or earlier on, same thing happened for Argentina, and they fouled someone and it didn't get cancelled out or something.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at how much force was put into the ball, into the tackle, and whether he actually kicked the ball first before the player afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at those extra factors, it's whether there's enough force behind the contact, and people are forgetting this. It's part of the decision. So I think it looks bad at first, but sorry, I was a bit ticklish.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can see it from both sides, and I am a bit biased because I like Argentina, but yeah, they were very lucky. Let's at least say they were lucky. And if the referee maybe made one mistake, but he hasn't made a catalogue of mistakes. He maybe made one mistake, not booking or sending Messi off against Algeria is the biggest thing that they've had on their side, Argentina. Yeah, and he probably should have been booked, and he got away with it altogether. I think so. That was really dodgy.
Yeah.
But not as dodgy as the America. Like, a player gets sent off and then he's allowed to play in the next game. That is just.
Well, that's strange.
Well, Donald Trump apparently said I spoke to FIFA about it, and I asked them to suspend, to delay his needs to miss a game. And so I think Donald Trump's just taken advantage of basically making himself look all powerful.
Yeah.
And FIFA have gone along with it. He probably paid them
to
make him look like an untouchable president. That's what I think. I think it's a political thing where FIFA have made themselves look stupid, and Donald Trump's got his own way.
Yeah.
He just wants to look like I can do anything I want. Look, I even got this player, to play a match when he's been red carded, and he just wants to look invincible. And I just think that it's totally wrong. FIFA have been, out of order there.
James, there is a mafia.
There must be loads of backhanders and political things going on.
We just don't know about it, but
yeah. There must be money going back and forth between America and FIFA because it's the World Cup and it's in America, things like that. But it's just crazy. I mean, Ronaldo for Portugal, he should have been suspended in his first few games because he got something happened. They got sent off or something in the last game before the World Cup.
Okay.
And they cancelled it. They changed it and said, oh no, though the referee made a mistake and he can definitely play. So they've done it for Ronaldo as well for Portugal. I mean, it's ridiculous. And really, Portugal, I was disappointed with them. They seem to be looking for Ronaldo. It's as if somebody said, Portugal now, you can only score if Ronaldo scores. So you must all pass it to Ronaldo, because if you shoot and score, it's not allowed. They played as if that was what they'd been told.
Yeah.
There was Bruno Fernandes was awful. He didn't do anything really at all. And he's a better player than that. I just feel like they're all in the shadow of Ronaldo, and the manager Martinez, that's his name, Roberto Martinez, is totally all about let's give it to Ronaldo to let him get the goals and nobody else is allowed. So it's all crazy.
This is crazy.
They've stitched themselves up, and they deserve to lose, against Spain.
Yeah,
definitely.
No, it's just seriously.
Yeah, so I've enjoyed it in many ways.
But
there's obviously been some controversial things as well. But at the moment, it's France, it's Spain. They're all the big teams are getting into the semi-finals. I don't know who's going to win in Norway versus England. If England really turns up full, really motivated, they'll probably win. But if they don't quite turn up, and they, then Norway could, with Haaland, could cause an upset.
Well, I would believe England would win against Norway.
I think they will, but
yeah, but I don't want to put my coins in that bet yet.
No. And then Argentina, Switzerland. Of course, Argentina should win, but you would have thought they should have beaten Egypt.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I would think Switzerland's probably easier to beat than Egypt, but then again, I don't know. I mean, Switzerland have done well to get this far, but they've not they've had to play teams like Canada though, I think. So really, it's they've not had the hardest teams to beat yet. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's just craziness, seriously.
Yeah, but I've been watching the tennis as well, and our man Arthur Ferry, the shocked for him to get to the semi-final, but he was easily beaten today by the German Zverev. And Yannick Sinner beat Djokovic in the other semi-final, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4.
Okay.
So the best two players, are in the final now. Sinner versus Zverev. So, but Sinner's beaten Zverev 9 times out of 9. But Zverev won the French Open recently. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think Sinner will probably win. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So is your friend coming to watch the football tomorrow and then she's staying over?
Eve's coming tomorrow to do a barbecue.
Oh,
because my mum's coming tomorrow afternoon, and Eve's going to pop over, and like we've got a disposable barbecue, and she's just going to come and just a very simple barbecue, just as a practice really, because she said, oh, we'll have another one in future. We'll just do a little one tomorrow to practice. So it's just going to be nice for my mum because she's been going on and on about, oh, we haven't had a barbecue for years, she said, so that's the plan for tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Well, the next one, let me know when you guys do the next one.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, so you'll have to come over for a barbecue.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, definitely.
Tomorrow will work for him because tomorrow I'll be in his last class of kids class in Leeds, so I'll be there. There's something happening at Tadcaster as well, the Bino, which is the community center. Something to do with the uniform for kids.
Right.
So need to be there at 10 o'clock, then be in Leeds at 11:30. And then there's something happening in Kirstal Abbey in Leeds,
Right.
which I don't have no idea what actually it is. But some of my students said that we need to go there and then have some ice creams when we go for the kids at the end of the.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and then when I'm back to the treehouse.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. The next time you guys have a barbecue, let me know. That makes arrangements to come along.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just I've overdone it a bit recently. Like I've been trying to just do a few exercises. I've not used this new machine yet, but the other machine I've had for a long time, I've tried to do some strengthening exercises on there. Not with any weights. I still don't do any. I don't lift any weights.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stand on the machine, and what I've tried to do is I've tried to put one foot on the bench and just twist my hips a bit, just to try and get some more range of motion and get my hips moving more. So that's the new thing I've tried to do, and but I just think I've done a bit too much, yeah. So my back is a bit stiff at the moment. So although when you first arrive, I'm standing up and talking and behaving normally, and I do feel a bit better than normal, but I was kind of getting a bit stiff at the end. It seems like I can stand up for, a few minutes and then it starts up, yeah. So, I just feel I need to improve my posture still quite a lot. I need to get more range of motion. I'm certainly doing it loads better. And since I fell, that was a bit of a setback. But now I feel I've sort of improved a lot since then. But yeah, it's I didn't do too well at Whitby though.
So what was happening with you then while you were there?
Well, I sat down on the floor a bit too much because I was trying to watch TV at my mum's and I sat resting my back against the sofa just to, because she struggles to sit, to watch the football. We watched it on her TV, but like I can only really, well, I should have really tried to move this chair that I've had made. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but I sat on the floor and I did too much sitting on the floor, and my hips were hurting as well as my back, and I just thought I've got to go home to recover. And since I got home, I've gradually improved day by day.
Right.
But it was a bit frustrating. I suppose I went to work for about 5 days.
Yeah, I was going to ask how many days you spent in there.
It must have been about 5 days, maybe 5, maybe even 5 and a bit. So I stayed for a while, but I just felt every day I got worse than the day before.
Yeah.
So
it was not even one day you would be like you.
I didn't have one good day. No, yeah. I suppose what I should have done is waited another 2 or 3 days and gone 2 or 3 days later. But I suppose I'd committed myself and said I'll definitely come on a certain day, and I stuck to that. I was really keen to go to Whitby, and I just thought I'll hopefully improve while I'm there. But no, I think what I need to do in future is only go when I'm feeling, really good.
Yeah.
To start with. So. But I normally feel worse at the start of the summer because when I stop tutoring, it's like that does help in a way, distract me. And I end up sitting on the chair for my lessons, which to an extent helps, but doing too much of it goes against me.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, but at the moment, it's I've literally got. I mean, my lesson today didn't even happen. The boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was supposed to have a lesson at 8:15 tonight.
Yeah.
For an hour, and he sent a message at 9:45 to say, "I'm really sorry."
9:45.
9:45. He says, "I'm really sorry. My mum's in Italy on work, a trip. And my dad's picked me up from tennis, but we'd lost his house keys, so we had to go to the office to get a spare set, and we've only just got home. So, because I don't have a direct contact with his dad or with the boy, and his mum was in Italy on work. So I text her, and she said, I'll get in touch with my son and get him to contact you." And then he didn't contact me until he got home, because then he sent me a message on the computer on Microsoft Teams. Because I don't know why we can't just have a WhatsApp group. You know what I mean? I do with most other students.
Yeah.
And so that lesson never happened. I'm supposed to have one tomorrow morning for 1 hour, and then that is probably it. Because the kids are breaking up from school, I think, in about 1 week or 2 weeks.
Well, I think Max has 1 more week to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So usually when it's 1 week to go, the kids don't want to lesson because they say we're just going, on like days out and having fun at school, sports days and so. Yeah, I'll still send people a message next week saying, "Do you want to lesson?" But I'm expecting everybody next week to say no, leave it now till September, which is fine. But I actually do some work for there's a man that I met years ago, and he advertises on a website, York and Harrogate Tutors. He lives in Acombe, and when he's got some extra work, he rings me and says, "I've got this person who's interested in tutoring. Do you want to do it?" And he asked me to pay him, part of the fee.
Yeah.
If he passes somebody's name on to me. So we've got this agreement that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's always nice to know he's there in case I'm struggling to get students, and I can phone him and beg him, "Can you please, find me some students and let me have some, because I'm short this year." So he normally just phones every year with 2 or 3 students, and he's phoned with one student who wants lessons in the summer. So they're going on holiday next week, but when they come back, they want to have lessons twice a week.
All right.
So that's really good. So I'm really pleased about that. So that's just happened today. I've been in touch with that family today.
Mm-hmm.
So that hopefully, I mean, I never get it. I'll wait till it happens. You know what I mean? Because things sometimes sound too good to be true.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You know. So I'll wait and see if it actually does get it off the ground. But so far, hopefully. But did I tell you I've changed? Next year I'm tutoring 45-minute lessons, not 1 hour.
No, you mentioned to me you would do some change,
Yeah,
but like 45 or 50 minutes.
yeah. I've definitely decided now. 45 minutes. I'm not
Don't
going to
drop your fees.
I'm not going to put my price up. It's the same price,
Yeah.
but 45 minutes. And so far, no one's complained.
Ah, that's good.
I know 1 or 2 families who I've not told yet will definitely complain.
Yeah.
They'll be saying, "Oh well, if you're only doing 45, can we pay 3/4 of the price?" You know, I'm waiting for it. Certain families, but
Well, you can do it. Just say, well, I can do it, no problem. The price has raised to £60 an hour.
yeah, yeah. So rather than put the price up, what I'm doing is reducing the time
Yeah.
because I need to do one or the other. And for my health reasons, I think
Oh, indeed.
shortening
Yes.
the lesson is probably the best thing all round. And to be honest, the kids are not normally focused for an hour anyway. They normally lose interest after about half an hour.
Yeah.
So really, but the thing is, the parents are demanding as well. Like, please, can you set homework and all this sort of thing? Can you do this? Can you do that? And they're always like hounding me, and can you ring me and give me an update on their progress? And can you send us an invoice? And they're telling me like all these different jobs they want me to do, and all of this is like extra to the lesson anyway. So yeah.
You don't get paid for it.
I don't get paid for that, no. So in a way, doing 45 minutes, I'm spending, you know, on average about 15 minutes per student to do all these extra jobs anyway. That years ago, I never had to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Years ago, I would just say to the kid, for homework, can you download an exam paper and have a note one for next week? And that would be it, right? Now, the kid that I've got to do setting homework, the kid will not do it unless I basically download the paper, send it to them, and I also have to send the answers with working out if they're stuck, because they get lazy and just give up too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Loads of things. There's always something that goes wrong, you know. So it's just, and when it's English, which most of my teaching is English, you can't just send them an exam question. They'll send a message saying, I don't know how to do it. So can you help me? Can you give me some pointers? Can you give me some examples? You know, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's never that easy to just set homework like it used to be, dead easy. And years ago, I didn't always set homework, not every week. And they were happy with that, because they'd say, oh, I've got a lot of work from school this week, could I miss this week's, like, homework again? So that's, yeah, of course. So, like, now, it's like every week they want you to set homework, they want you to check, they'll send you work, they want you to check and mark. And it's not even the homework you've set, it's some schoolwork they're doing. And they want you to do all these extra jobs, and all in your own time, for no extra pay. So I challenge them and say, I can do it, but it'll be some extra, it'll cost you, if it's going to cost me take me half an hour to mark some extra work outside the lesson time.
Yeah.
Are you happy to pay? And usually they go, oh, no, we'll leave it then.
People are so ridiculous sometimes.
You know, but they're just pushing it. Yeah, they're just pushing it as far as they can go.
Yeah.
And sometimes, what happens sometimes is the family will, like, ask me to set homework, and I'll set it, and they won't even do the homework. And the week after, will you set some more homework? And then we haven't done the last one. We'll catch up on that one as well. Can you set some more homework? So I set the second piece of homework. Then they send me some work that's not even the homework. Can you check this? It's some homework for school. can you check it and give him some feedback before he hands it in, so he can change things before he hands it in at school. So they want me to mark something that it's not been done for me. And then they'll say, can you give me an update on his progress? They want me to send a message on how he's doing, in my opinion, what grade he's currently working at. And then the next minute, oh, we can't do lesson this week, or somebody's come up. And they've not paid me anything for all those jobs.
Oh, no,
And so I just tell them, like, I'm sorry, but for all the work I've done that's about an hour's work, can you please make a payment? And they're just like, oh, well, we never agreed to that when we started. So I wasn't aware that this extra work was going to cost me any money.
Bloody hell, so they expect you to work for free for them?
Yeah. So at the end, I just end up telling them, look, I think it's, you need to find somebody else, you know. But I've still got an extra hour for nothing, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's always hassles from certain people. You can sense who they are straight away. So, yeah. So I still have the same fun and games with a few families. So those families, I've got a few that are a bit like that, maybe not quite as bad, but they're not going to like it when I tell them I've changed my lesson time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the moment they're getting an hour and 15 minutes every week anyway, you know, with all the extra hassle they're giving me. So it'll just be putting it back to an hour, you know. But not having to sit for a full hour in a row will definitely help me. Definitely.
Oh, no.
My mum says you have to make sure you do stick to what you've said. Because she says, I know what you like, you end up doing an hour, even though you said you're not going to.
Well,
You know, so if you're in the middle of doing something, you've got to stop.
I suppose in the beginning would be a little bit hard for you to get it done, but after a week or two, you should get.
Yeah, I'm going to set my alarm on my phone to just my vibration mode.
Yeah.
Just so my phone buzzes after about 40 minutes. And then I'll know, right, I've got 5 minutes to wrap this up.
Yeah.
And just because otherwise I'll end up doing an hour again, you know, and again. So, because as well as this, the kids, like, they're demanding lesson at 4, they won't do 4 o'clock anymore, it's too soon after school. I can't get anybody to do 4 o'clock anymore. And they won't do a lesson too late, most families won't do even 8 o'clock.
Oh, really?
They say, oh, it's too late, 8 o'clock. So I've literally only got 5, 6 and 7 when I can offer a lesson.
Yeah.
So some might agree to 7:30. So I just think I've literally got, you know, if I do 45-minute lessons, then it gives me more options for arranging lessons. Because nobody wants to do a Friday. Fair enough, you know. It only gives me 4 days to offer lessons. And if I'm offering 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, that's only 3 hours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
4 days, that's only 12 hours a week. I need, 12 times 45 minutes a week. I need to try and get more income than that. You know what I mean? I don't want to just work all weekend to try and make the hours up either. So it's, crazy. To think that I used to travel from house to house in the past. You know what I mean? And doing hours lesson. And I used to do 4 hours every evening, 5 days a week. Well, maybe not Friday. Maybe Friday was only like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't work Saturday, but I'd work Sunday. So I used to work 4 hours on Monday, 4 hours Tuesday, 4 hours Wednesday, 4 hours Thursday, and driving in between. And then Friday maybe 2 hours, and then maybe 1 hour Saturday morning, and then Sunday would be like I'd do 10 hours.
Yeah.
On a Sunday. And I get all my income, you know, to be good. So I used to drive as well. So, and then I'd have to come home and send homework, deal with the admin, you know, all this sort of thing. Take the checks to the bank. Used to pay by check. You had to pay the checks into the bank. Yeah, I mean, you know, the easiest to do a bank transfer, or just, you know, I pay cash into the bank sometimes.
All sorts of jobs that don't even get paid for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to drive to the university and pay cash into the bank.
Yeah.
And I remember one day I went to the university with over £1,000 to pay into the machine.
Woo!
And there was some dodgy person stood behind me. And I thought, oh. And it was late at night. at university, and I just thought, oh no, should I just like check my balance? So I basically just like, he was stood behind me really close, and I thought, I've got £500 in each pocket, and I want to pay this money in with cash and some checks. And the checks always bounce. Like you have to feed them in several times because some get rejected. You have to put them in again and again. So I basically, like, I stood there and just took a bank statement. And then I like walked away, and he went to the machine because he was queuing for the machine. And he went to the machine and he did what he had to do. And then I waited till he'd walked off, and then I went back to the machine again. I didn't want anybody nearby. Because I thought if I start getting £1,000 out of my pocket, and I'm not paying it into the machine straight away because I've got to pay checks as well. He might think this is a good opportunity here. So yeah, it was just, and sure enough, the machine was like not accepting all the notes and the checks. It was taking ages, But I remember just like, yeah, there were people queuing up at the machine, and there's some people hanging about, and yeah, I was like, should I just give up and go home?
I know that feeling sometimes.
So, but it was almost like, quick, nobody's around, but quick, rush, get me, pay some money, and
Oh dear.
yeah. So then were the days, yeah. Because I didn't want to go to the machine too often, like I don't want to be going to the machine to pay money in, every night. I want to just like wait till I've got a decent amount to pay in, and then go and pay it all in, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to be attacked either.
Well, sometimes I get that, because some people, they still pay cash. Some people pay check, but now there is some device and the boss you can pay the checks, like you scan on the phone and send it through straight away. But I think it's up to £1,000. If it's over £1,000, then you need to go to the post office. But sometimes I have in the summer it's not much, because now people, they tend to pay more into bank accounts. But sometimes I end up like with £2,000, £1.5 and I'm like, right, I really don't want to go to the post office. I have no one around me, so I go there and I need to count it, and I just keep looking around if anyone will get any close, and I'm like,
yeah.
So yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. In fact, I'll tell you a funny thing now. You are allowed to laugh. I don't mind. All right.
I'll try not.
You might think it hurts in my feelings, but you can actually laugh, right?
Okay.
So I tutored this family once, and the dad he had a real dry sense of humour. And so I tutored their family, and they always gave me an envelope with some money in it. And I just explained to him, like, I had to pay some money into the bank the other day, and I was a bit worried, that I'm going to get attacked. And he's like, attacked? What are you talking about, attacked? He says, nobody attacks anybody these days. So I said this guy was really shifty, and at university it was late at night. Maybe I shouldn't have gone so late at night, but I went after I finished my lesson, and it was quite late. So I told him, and so I just said, he says, how much cash do you normally have in your pocket to pay into and I said, well, it was about £1,000. And this guy, he says, what did he say now? £1,000. He says, because he runs a business and he has cash. He often gets his cash out. And he says, how much do we pay James? And he's got like a handful of cash, and he just gives me some notes because he's always got cash in his hand because he runs a business and people pay cash. But I just said £1,000. He was like, £1,000, that's nothing. He says, I often have £2,000 in my pocket. He says, I deal with the cash every day. But I wasn't used to it, you see. So I told him this story about going to the bank and being a bit worried that people were queued up behind me, and he just says, so he went to the machine, let me get this right, he went to the machine, you got £500 in one back pocket and £500 in your other back pocket. He says, he said he must have seen it before you went, when you were in front of the machine, he'd have seen your money in your back pocket anyway. He could have attacked you before you even started. He says with £500 in each back pocket, you won't need your booster seat in the car. I said it's a pressure cushion.
Oh God.
It was always winding me up.
Well, it's nice when you get people like this talking to you while you walk, but sometimes you get some of the dickheads who are going to say, you have so much money in your pocket, you should be careful about what you do that. Well, James, I don't remember when it was last time I was carrying cash on me. really.
Yeah.
Well, mine, no, not from work, but everything now is like bank account electronic and straight away. Transfers going that fast. But there's a lot of frauds around as well. Like Lucia fell on one about 2 weeks ago. Luckily, she didn't lose any money, but they tried.
Right.
So basically, what happened? They come. It was a phone call from 3 and say, right, we have a new SIM card for you, blah blah blah. And they started these nice and beautiful stories. And she was a bit suspicious about that, but she carried on. It was like the first thing is if you get suspicious about something, just move away. Don't give them the chance to. Anyway, at the end, she gave them permission to go into her accounts, and then she found out it was like a fraud. So straight away she hung up, and then she started signing off for every single whatever Google whatever account she had, and then I think she contacted the police and the bank to suspend the cards. So for over a week, they tried to buy a laptop, they tried to buy a few things on her 3 accounts.
Yeah.
They're from Pakistan. So an investigation, they're trying to buy some things on your account from Pakistan. They will try it again. So they tried like maybe 3 or 4 times. And she was like for a couple of days just changing all passwords possible. And said, well,
so frustrating.
oh, it is. Well, I get a phone call. If I don't recognize the number, I'm not replying to it.
No, I never answer the phone if I don't know the number.
No. Sometimes I get like the phone, I just...
My phone says some potential
scam
or something, yeah.
Yeah, no, I got that as well. So potential scam, likely that a nonsense call. And then when I get some phone calls, I go, okay, it's a mobile phone, let me see. So I just answer it, I say no word, I just keep it there. After 2 seconds, if no one says anything, straight away.
Yeah,
because now there's this thing that you just need to say hello a couple of times, they record your voice, AI, and they start doing whatever business it is. So I said, you know what, I'm old fashioned, so I won't get into it.
No, you're right. It's awful, I mean, and sometimes they phone up elderly people to take advantage of elderly people, and I just think that's, what kind of people are in this world that will do that kind of thing? It's awful, isn't it?
Oh, it is, man. It is. It's just weird, James. Seriously.
I mean, and it's just like horrible, like that people can do these things. But there's some really nice people in the world. Yeah. But there's some really horrible. There's a full spectrum.
As I say, and because of these bad people, sometimes the good ones, they pay the price for it. Because once you get caught in a fraud, you're not going to trust other, people around you as much as you should.
Yeah.
So how's your other leg? How's the right leg doing?
I don't know. I mean, I did feel a bit of sciatica.
Okay.
No, I don't think it was true sciatica, but it was in my left leg. Maybe about a few days ago. Yeah. That one, that leg was the worst. I suppose today I just needed like a full body, treatment because it's just
that's why we're going for it then, because it's been quite a while since we last did anything.
Yeah. It's strange how all of a sudden I'll feel like a pain in one part of my body, and then the next day it'll hurt somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's really strange. Like
maybe it's the pain trying to find a way to get out of the body.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And you're hammering it back in.
Right.
And then it is, I can't get out that way. It's just it's going to be really intense though. Like you just feel sometimes this is really painful, and then it's going to last 3 or 4 days, and then it will linger a bit, but then the next day something else will happen. You just think, oh, what's that now? why does that, you know what I mean? Like I had pain in that left leg in the
Yeah.
hamstring, and then I thought, oh, this is not good, and this is probably going to linger now. And then maybe 2 days later, it reduces a bit, and something else starts hurting. It's like I've had different pains in my back in different places, and but yeah, this was the worst. And I've not been stretching my hamstrings too much. I've not been like I went about a year ago. I was really stretching my hamstrings a lot. You know what I mean? To the point of making them really hurt. To try and either get the back to stretch as well, or just to take the pain off of the back a bit. And I knew it wasn't good, but I just didn't know how else to get through the day. Do you know what I mean? I was stretching the hamstrings several times a day.
Yeah.
Whereas now I tend not to,
go so crazy.
Go too crazy and too often. Yeah, but like in the past I couldn't stretch my quads very much because I do feel that I need to keep stretching those. Because I sit in the chair a long time, in the evenings. So, I think my mum needs to strengthen her legs and her bottom. I just feel that she's lost that strength, and her brain doesn't even use those muscles like it should do. I know that's my own problem. Like my brain was really switched off to my like the glutes. Not only were they weak, but the brain didn't even choose to use them. It was using my back, preferably. And I feel I've made progress in. I do feel it's not just about getting muscle, it's using the right muscles at the right time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another question, yeah.
I've been on the bike a bit recently and felt that I'm active. I'm using my calf muscles more on the bike, which is good. That bike I bought for my mum, it seems to work the calves more than my own bike. Yeah, I don't know why yet, but I do feel that my calves have grown in size a bit since I've gone on the bike that's for my mum.
Okay.
I went on it when I was in Whitby, hoping it would help. I went on it maybe twice, and that's maybe why my calves are.
Okay. Yeah. Right. If I can ask you to turn around on the other side, James, please.
Yeah. I'll also have a look soon at the payments, and then I'll send you a message so you know when I'm going to start transferring money, just so you can plan ahead.
No problem at all, James. No problem at all. Well, you're already helping a lot with that.
Yeah.
That long before God Almighty, that really saved my shoes in that moment. So yeah, don't worry. If you say there's another 10 massages to do, I will go for it without any problem.
And that machine, by the way, that was there.
Yeah.
It's in the garage at the moment.
Right. So yeah.
It's ready for you to take away whenever you want.
Yeah. No, that sounds great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna empty the car. Because I have quite a few things in the car.
It's in 3 pieces.
Oh, right.
It's Simon's came over to help build the machines, and it was almost like I was telling him what to do, but it did all the heavy work, and I asked him to break it into 3 pieces because I just thought it'd be easy to travel in the car and also to lift. and he carried all 3 pieces to the garage. So if he can carry it, you could definitely carry it.
Fantastic then.
You know, yeah.
So what I could do, I could actually try to come sometime on Wednesday before I go to Leeds, because I could take straight to my gym.
Oh yeah.
Where I have my equipment, I could take straight to my gym. That would be great.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, because like most of the machines what I have, I took to the gym because I have like a little space only for myself in there.
Yeah.
So I can really use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, fantastic. Thanks for that, James. Appreciate it.
You'll to put it together. I think what you'll need is what do you call it? Like a spanner that's adjustable, where you can just like I can't know what it's called now, but like 2 spanners, one to hold one side, and then the other one to turn.
Oh yeah.
You know, that sort of thing. So just 2 spanners, and then that'll just put it together. It should be sort of straightforward to realise what goes where. It's just it's in 3 pieces. So it's
Oh no, that's great. I'll sort it out.
Because he said I can't lift this on my own. I said okay, and I said I don't want Sandro to, with a bad knee, trying to lift it in one go either. So we just looked at which the heaviest bit is the plate. Yeah. And so he took the plate off first, I think. Yeah. And then the other 2 pieces was like that shape over there. Oh yeah. So he took one other piece from the other piece, so that it's it's the when I say it's in 3 pieces, 2 pieces are so easy to put together because you know that pad there with the handles. Yeah. Well, basically that comes off. So with the stem. So one piece is just the stem, the pad, and the handles, which just fits straight back on. Oh, okay. So that bit doesn't even need any spanners. It's like a straightforward thing. It's really straightforward. Yeah. Or I don't think if it does need a spanner, I don't think it does, but it's that bit's dead easy. So that was what makes it smaller and easier to transport. So you probably get it in the car really easily now. Oh, all right then. Yeah. It's really good. I just wish I could have used it because it's really solid. I mean, that one, like, it's fine for me because I'm light, but I don't think it's as strong as the other one for somebody who's heavier. The one that you're having is really like some, I don't know, 20 odd stone person could easily.
Well, it's a solid big machine.
No, it's a really proper machine, you know. So for like a gym, you know. So yeah. Whereas that's more for somebody in their own house, really. But yeah, it's at least it's all worked out in the end. But that machine there, I've got to get myself stronger before I can use it, because it's well, I can like it works the back. That's what it's designed for, you know, a back extension machine. But I just feel I don't want to have a setback yet. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. So I want to feel like my body's settled down a bit more first, since coming back from Whitby, and then I'll try and use it. I think that in theory it's a really good machine for you know, even just to rest up on it, to you know, isometric holds. I think the guy in the video said. I think it's. I'm going to try and see if my mum can use it. Oh, that would be quite good. She'd have to hold on to the handles, obviously, and just rest on it to start with. But it might help to activate her bottom, and it might help to just, you know, I'll just have to see, and I'll help her, support her on it as well. Because I've benefited a lot from the one that's in the other room, and yeah, the one in the other room is the one in the other room is at an angle that's bigger, a bigger angle. So you're not quite as horizontal on it. Right. You're more vertical. It's just that you can't lean over the front of it because the bench is there. Because the other one has a bench. That's why I've got that one. Because eventually I'm hoping to lean over the top of that pad and reach right down to the floor and then lift myself back up again without holding onto the handles. That's the ultimate. That's what I want to get to, without pulling my back out altogether. Yeah. You know. Well,
You just go slowly on that one, James, as we start. Don't go crazy in it at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, okay. That's quite stiff, that one here.
Mm. Yeah, like I said, I've been doing not any exercise. Well, they are exercises, but just like on that machine, I just stand on it, and that's what's probably got these muscles, quite stiff.
Yeah.
Just holding myself, and that's just it does strengthen muscles, doesn't it? Because your own body weight is quite substantial.
Yeah, boy, it does.
Yeah.
So what's your weight now?
About 8 stone something, 8 stone 10, 8 stone 9.
8 stone. Oh, let me just calculate stone. Stone's about 6 kg, isn't it? 1 stone.
I think I'm usually about 50 something kilograms.
Yeah, I was going to say about 51.
52, 53 kilograms, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously the other factor is how long I use the machine, So if I rest on the machine for about 2 minutes, then that's the same. Well, I could just go on the machine for 20 seconds and hold weights in my hands, but I'd rather go on the machine not with any weights for 2 minutes, and just at the moment I feel that's the best method.
Well, yeah.
There's plenty of things to do in the future, but I don't want to, because when I get off the machine, my back extensor muscles feel really really stiff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've obviously been working those muscles. That's, depends. There's 2 or 3 things that I do on the machine. One works those back extensors.
Yeah.
And the other one that I've just started doing recently works the hips, a bit of hip rotation. And then the other one works the bottom. So I'm just doing 3 things on that machine in the other room at the moment, and it's the glutes, the back extensors, but I've tried not to do the back extensors as much because I had a bad time with Whitby. But that's where I'm going to go back to doing a bit of activating those, but I've got to be careful because they're the muscles that are already, hurting too much because I'm using them too much. Because if I build my bottom up more and I get my brain to think I need to use my, like it's bending from I don't do a bend from the hips, like because I don't have enough range of motion and my bottom's not strong enough. I tend not to bend properly from the hips. So when I bend, I'm using my back. And that's what I'm trying to change my muscles and flexibility so that I can actually hinge from the hips, And I've watched a video and it says you need to stick your bottom out more, because what I tend to do is just reach forward, like straight down to the floor, and my bottom doesn't go out. I'm stood up and I just lean forward. So I'm really, because I'm wary of my back, and my brain's thinking your back's hurting or my back's hurting.
So you do everything.
I do everything, my brain's thinking of my back all the time, so I just use my back to bend forward, and I need to use the hips more.
Yeah.
So, and I'm always rounding my back. I don't seem to trust, and with good reason, but I need to build more strength, more flexibility, so that I can start to, bend from the hips, and also not round my back, because I round my back as a protection.
Yeah.
I know I do it, I choose to do it, because if I don't, I could go into a spasm. So, but I need to, get the hips stronger, bottom working, more flexibility, more range of motion, then I can start to do the normal, the right muscles for the normal exercises. So, yeah. because I could never lean backwards. When I first met you, remember I said
Yeah.
I could lean forwards, touch the floor, but I wasn't. But I was doing my backing it looks good. Oh, you can touch your toes, but I knew myself. I'm not proud of touching my toes because it's all my back is tensing up to allow me to reach forward. I wasn't really doing it properly.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. It wasn't just I wasn't. It wasn't that I was choosing not to do it right.
You just couldn't.
I couldn't make it because my bottom was weak and my flexibility, my hip flexors were too short, so I couldn't actually do it. And I think that exercising with load is important as well, and moving. I do some movements that are static and I do some that are dynamic, because I think moving dynamically with load is helpful. You know, I'm learning the lingo now from watching the video. So it's ticklish as well.
That's right.
So so I've got a lot of things that I'm working on, but I still haven't written everything down yet. I feel like I want to write a list of what I'm doing, and then I can, remember better or review it, change it, etc. So, if we have a session where we do exercises, I'll try to, explain what I'm doing and see if you've got any suggestions of what else to add.
Oh yeah.
Or what to take away.
Definitely, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely. That'll be quite good because, as I said, I need myself some exercise and we together will be quite great. That'll be quite great. Yeah, we just need to make an arrangement when we can.
Yeah. And I do the crab walk. I walk sideways, for the hips and bend down a bit while I'm doing that. But there's exercises that I've not done for ages, or exercises which, like I used to do a clamshell, and I've not done that for ages. And it might be helpful to do some of them again. And I've not done squats. I was doing squats a lot last year. So I need to either consider certain exercises and start doing them again. I might ask you, I might say, do you think I should do what's that famous one called? I can almost do a glute bridge on a good day. Whether that's the best thing to do anyway, I don't know. But what's the other one called where a plank? That's it, a plank.
Oh, plank, yeah.
Yeah, and a side plank as well. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them might be good for me.
Well, we can try all of them. Yeah. We can set a list of like 10 different exercises for one day and repeat over and over this 10. And then we see from there which ones would be the best, and then we can pick between these 10, 5. Yeah. And the next time we can do another 10 different ones and pick another 3 or 4, so we can create like a little routine.
Yeah, definitely.
Which that would work quite good.
Yeah. I mean, when I tried to do a side plank once, I could do it on one side easy, and the other side I couldn't do it at all.
Oh really?
Yeah. I was seeing the physio. Who was it now? One of the physios that I saw. This is going back about 2 or 3 years now, and I couldn't do a side plank on one side. And they also said, "Can you do a sit up?" And I couldn't do a sit up at all, not one. And my back was just really bad. So, what? But no, this was with the personal trainer I saw. It's the personal trainer. She said, "Can you do a side plank?" And I could do one side. And then she says, "Now do it on the other side." And I just couldn't do it.
Ooh.
At all. I couldn't even do it. Yeah. She was trying to get me to go up into a side plank and then back down again and up into a side. And I couldn't even do one. I did 20 on one side, but I couldn't even do one on the other side. So a major imbalance somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, speak to them. Well, they never got back in touch again with you. The personal trainer. Never again in touch.
No. I mean, I can't drive over there, really.
Yeah, but she never messaged or anything.
No. I feel disappointed. I mean, the acupuncturist that I saw, she never got in touch.
Yeah, I was going to ask her what the hell as well, yeah.
Like, I mean, I think they're just very busy. They have enough customers and I just felt at first, not like that they were good friends necessarily, but I just felt
Yeah, but time to time could be
they
like.
could at least ring to see if I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Something might have happened to me, and they don't seem to be even bothered. So just felt really disappointed because I had a really bad summer. I couldn't get out of the house at all for about 8 weeks. I was in agony.
Yeah.
And didn't hear anything from them. And then I sent a message to say I'm hoping to come and see you once I'm back on my feet, but I've had a really tough time in the summer. And then I've not been in touch since then, but they haven't been in touch. And
At all.
At all, no. So, and I've been wanting to start up again, but I just didn't feel I would benefit. Like if I forced myself to get there, by the time I'd got there and come back, I'd done worse than if I'd not gone at all. So, I always felt that the personal trainer, she was really thoughtful. She was always trying to think and make it personalised, and I was really pleased, but she didn't really understand what I meant by when I put my foot on the floor, my big toe doesn't work. So when she was telling me to do certain exercises, I wasn't feeling it in the right area of the body. And I was flaring up. And she just said, well, you shouldn't be, like doing a bending from the hips. She just said, oh, it's easy. You will be using your bottom. You'll definitely be using your bottom. You must use your bottom. I said, yeah, but if I'm using my bottom, let's say 10% or even 20%, but I'm using my back 80%. That's why my back's killing. That's why I'm going into a spasm. It should really be the other way around. You use your hips and your back is only 20%. So that's why I'm, so she said, oh, we'll just try and do 10. And I thought, I can't do 2. Like 2, I'm going to a spasm after 2. And so she meant well, but she never really understood how the big toe, but she's not, most people I've ever met don't understand how the big toe is so important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't have contact with the ground with your big toe joint, most exercises that you do are not going to work. So, like, I realised the glute bridge isn't working for me because my big toe doesn't touch the floor. So I can't get the push up. So all I can do is hold myself up, tensing my back and my hamstrings. They're the ones that shouldn't be doing the work as the primary muscles, but the bottom's not really doing anything. And I've tried watching video after video, putting my feet in the right position, trying to make sure I'm doing it right, and whatever I do, the glute bridge is not working the glutes primarily, which it should be. So I've tried obviously other things, and the back extension machine's been really, really good.
Well, let's hope this one here now will make you improve a lot more on your mobility and work on the muscles as well. I
haven't got it, all those different adjustments, I've just got it on the angle that's the biggest. Because I don't want to be leaning too far forward, I don't want to be horizontal. That machine is shorter from the plate to the end of the pad, but it also is, I think, about 5 degrees or 10 degrees steeper, which could be helpful for me for starting off, you know what I mean? It might not be, I'm guessing, but it was supposed to be 5-10 degrees steeper, but I don't know if it really is. I don't know.
Don't really want to find out.
But yeah, it's
And the good thing about that one is that it's adjustable. You can just put it however you want in different positions, work different muscles on it.
Yeah. There's different things I could try and use it for, and the plate. You see, what I wanted a machine with a big plate to put your feet on, because the one in the other room it doesn't have a plate. It's got these tiny little pads for your feet, and that's not great. Because my feet, I don't have the big toe joint working, so I need a big plate for doing a proper, bending forward. So, it's potentially could help, and it's certainly worth taking a chance and trying to see if it helps.
Oh well, yeah, we'll have nothing to lose.
Yeah. So And the bike that's near the window is so nice. I mean, I think I told you my mum's got one at her flat, but when you were at my mum's, I don't think we showed you it properly. But it's one of these days I'll show you. It's so quiet. It's ridiculously quiet. You know, it's so nice.
Well, I won't lie to you. I have one in my garden, which I should go and do some exercise in there. But I'm always afraid I'm gonna start pedaling and my knee will just lock.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very scared of trying that bike now. You know.
But I mean, a bike is a really good exercise machine, isn't it?
Oh, it is, James. It is.
It's like not weight bearing. But I know what you mean. At the moment, your knees really.
Yeah. No, I was just talking to some of my shoes. I lost a lot of muscles on my left leg. Even though I'm still exercising, it would be worse if I was not working, you know. But when I compare with my right leg, when I see the muscles working, and then the left one is just gone, and I think like, right, how long more am I gonna take before I can start exercising and get my strengthen my muscles again? But I'm constantly fear. I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna lock my knee. But and then once again I can just be sleeping and it's gonna lock itself. So you know, I don't even know where I am anymore. The good thing is I'm not using my support all the time. I'm not on my walking stick all the time. So it's
have you seen Errol again yet?
No, I haven't, because he's coming on Wednesdays now. And Wednesdays is not great for me because I finish work already quite, let's say, well, I'm finished work now quite early. But and then I have to get prepared to go to Leeds for my class on Wednesdays. Yeah. And to see him around 5 o'clock until 6, and then it's just. Yeah. But I'm planning to go and see him at some point. It's just I may have the chance to do so yet. But yeah, I'm aiming to go and see him again. Yeah. Right. Let's see how that will feel tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Some muscles quite stiff, quite stiff. On the left leg, on the left calf, there was a kind of a really stiff one deep inside. Yeah. Sorry about the pain.
That's okay.
You know, hopefully you're gonna feel good tomorrow. Yeah. You know, but always keep that on your mind. It can be really. Yeah. It can be quite uncomfortable. If it's not, that would be great. But it can. Yeah. It can be. So you know where you are. So you don't have to call, oh, that nigga just put me in the hospital because everything hurts. Yeah. So this other friend of mine, Eddie, who does massage as well, who does twinner, he left to Brazil a few years ago, 2023. Yeah. And just to realize Brazil is not a place for him with a wife and 2 children. So he came back yesterday. All right. So let's see how things will be for him now. Hopefully he will get back on his feet soon. Might take a bit time, but
I didn't realise actually how big the population of Brazil is. I saw like a statistic the other day, and it's like one of the biggest populations in the whole world. Yeah. Ridiculous. Because part of me was thinking there's the massive Amazon rainforest, and like there can't be that big a population in Brazil. It must be less than, you know, like it must be higher in Russia or higher in, I don't know what I was thinking, you know, like Russia's got a freezing cold area anyway. But yeah, I mean obviously China, India, well, like way up there.
Oh yeah, we don't even
ridiculous, you know.
Billions of.
It was saying the World Cup, like the top 10 most populated countries. Yeah. There's only, I think it said 3 or 2 countries in the World Cup. Because China not in the World Cup, India's not in the World Cup, Nigeria's not in the World, and it's all these countries are with the biggest populations. There was only Brazil and America out of all the top 10. Yeah. Because all the other countries, I forget the name of the other country that I thought, oh gosh, that's really massive as well. I didn't realise. It was like another country near India and China. and there's another country near Pakistan. There's another
Pakistan,
one.
yeah.
So I thought, oh, blimey, like.
Oh, well, it's because they don't have TP of that.
And maybe African countries, maybe
Yeah.
two of them that were.
But look, populations of Brazil, the census, I'm talking about like years ago, James, maybe decades ago. And they were saying, well, the population of Brazil is around 220 million. There's a lot more, James. There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Because the census never compared the slums. Because they don't have authority to get inside the slums. So they only know what the dealers let them know.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, we're not counting the Amazon jungle, as you mentioned, because that jungle is enormous. People didn't explore what? 20% of that jungle. There are still tribes in there, people don't even know about them, and every year they discover there's a new tribe somewhere. The pyramids, and all the time they discover something new on the Amazon jungle. So easily, the population of Brazil will be over 250 million. Easily.
Wow.
It's just, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely.
Serious.
This is my current insole, just to show you.
Oh yeah?
This is what I mean. You had.
What, is the one the doctor? Oh no, it's the one you have.
The one I've had to make. Yeah. So I've built it up. It's just like I've built it up there.
Oh boy.
And then like I've built it up underneath where my big. That's where my big toe joint is. So I need it like lifted up, because all the people who make me an insole, they for some reason have my big toe joint. It's like gone down, and I've made sure that it's built up where the. You know what I mean? And it's also, because it's just a piece of, it is an insole, but I've obviously, it's wider than anything nobody's made me an insole this wide.
Even though you were asking?
Even though I asked them, yeah, so if you look, my foot is actually, like, on the insole, because it's just about wide enough, because every time they make me an insole, like, I put my foot on the insole, and I'm literally like this. And I say, and then this side is like the little toes like falling over. So I'm either rolling that way off the insole, or I'm like rolling this way off of the insole, because basically it's almost like I'm like that. When they give me an insole, it's like I'm, you know what I mean? So if I make sure that's on it, then the little toes rolling that way. And if I make sure my little toe's on it, then I'm like rolling that way. So it's just, you know what I mean? So at the moment, that's what I'm, and it doesn't really give. Like I've built it up with hard materials, so it doesn't like give. And then that's like, it seems like I've got, you know what I mean, support there. And I do need the arch, you know, to sort of, because if I don't have the arch support, my foot just like collapses too much, and then that's, you know, my knee turns too much. So at the moment, that's what I'm wearing.
Is that helping?
Yes, it is helping. And these trainers, and it's also allowing enough room, because I've cut the hole out.
All right, yeah.
And I get the tape, and I put the tape round the big toe and tape it over, and that brings the joint down a bit more as well. So, well, it brings the toe down. It doesn't necessarily bring the joint down, but I can't really tape around the joint and pull it down. But maybe I could try and think if there's a way to do it. But I suppose I would have to tape from there over the top of the joint. And have it coming out here and sticking it there. You know what I mean? I could maybe try that, but...
Well, you did that before, didn't you?
I used to... Well, years ago, I actually cut all the way down the side of the shoe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to have it like all the way from there down to about there. And my foot was allowed to really be free.
Right.
But I had some Adidas Samba, which are like similar to... like Adidas Gazelles, and you know, and I felt they were really good, but really you were like walking on concrete. There wasn't enough cushioning in the Samba, and I used to wear them all the time. So in the end, I was probably just banging really onto hard surface. So
to be honest with you, I'm surprised how you didn't end up with a really bad plantar fascia.
Yeah.
Which is a bonus. Don't get me wrong, I don't want you to have that problem because once I had that problem, James, I think I was back to 14 on both of my feet. And no diagnosis was found for me there because some of the doctors said, oh, that's a spirit, so something's growing on your bone and blah, blah, blah. No, it was just the fascia. And then I went to Brazil and one of the pharmacists just said, look, take these tablets. They are for rheumatism, but they will fix the problem. James.
Tablets?
Yeah.
Just for pain?
Yeah. 2 days after that, James, it was gone.
Yeah.
It was gone. That's why, like most of the in the countryside of Brazil, we rarely go to the doctors. We just go to all the pharmacies because they tell you, look, that's exactly what you need. Take it. 2 days later, it's gone. And then you go to the doctors. Like I've been going to the doctor for 4 or 5 years. Oh, you have this problem. Oh, we need to do a little investigation about this. And James, literally, if I was sitting down for 30 seconds, I'll show you. I went all the way to Brazil here at work I was like this way for 4 or 5 months. So basically, if I sat anywhere, that was me. To stand up, I couldn't put my heels on the floor because it was just unbearable. So I had to go up here and here. So I had to stand. Yeah. And I was walking here maybe for 5 minutes, and then slowly I was put it there, but and then it was like, okay, after 5 minutes I can walk. I just need to stand for 5 minutes, and everything was coming back. And I tried all sorts, injections, massage, and all sorts. Going to the doctors. Well, you might have something growing on your, what they call it, spurs. Growing on your heel.
Bone spur.
And well, we might need a surgery because my father had it. And I was like, okay, so, and I was working in the kitchen, so I was 12, 15 hours like this every single day, sometimes 7 days a week. Went to Brazil, saw some of these guys, nothing, some of the witch doctors, nothing. And then this pharmacist in my mother's town just went there, explained to him what the problem was, and he didn't say anything. I just walked in, and then, hello? I said, look, this is what's happening. When I sit down, when I stand up, blah, 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 you just look at me like, take this twice a day. And I'm like, what's that? Oh, that's for rheumatism. And I'm like, okay. And next day, exactly the same. On the day after, like 48 hours later, I just woke up. I just left the bed. I didn't realize. I just left bed to go to the toilet. It was like, hey, where's the pain? There's nothing, there's no pain. I went back straight to the pharmacy. It was like 5-10 minutes walking. He said, what was that? I said, rheumatism. So what do you mean rheumatism? Rheumatism hit your plantar fascia, and that was the problem. Now there is a better circulation, there's blah, 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 and you're going to be fine from now on, don't worry. I never had to take that again. After 12 years, the problem was just like... Yeah. And then back to the knees now. I'm taking 8 weeks just to get an MRI.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Doctors, anyway.
Yeah.
Right, James. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, you too. So, thank you for coming.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
How's the back?
Okay at the moment.
Yeah.
So
let's hope it keeps working.
I'm always tentative, like when I got off the bed, I'm always like, just let the body ease back into the standing position.
Take the ground first before anything else. Is that only with me as well, James? Like last week on Saturday, I went to see Maria, and then I had this couple event starting at 10. I went to see her at 9 o'clock. Then 10:30. By the time I left the bed, so I need to drive now to the food court. It was very close, just the food court. And I'm like, okay. And then she was like, why walk so slow? You can walk a bit faster. Well, last time I saw Errol, he told me to walk very slow. He also will do this. So I'm just going, oh yeah, so just go for it. And then as the day goes, I was like, okay, now I feel a bit confident. Yeah. And I'm okay. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, in bed. So at least once a week is giving me these moments. At least once a week I'm having.
But you're having some time as well during the week where you're feeling, it's a bit better right now. Yeah.
Like now, for example, now look, I'm only going more than that. Yeah. But when it locked, James, that's what I can do. when it goes. That's what I can do for hours.
You've got to be careful.
Yeah, but like there's sometimes I can forget I have these problems. I can't have the problem, and suddenly I remember like, oh, let me slow down, and then I slow it down, but it's very hard. Because you start feeling nothing, and then you get confident, like you mentioned before. Oh, nothing is happening. You start confident, and suddenly this little
There's quite a few people that I've seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Mary again yet, but I will do. I'll get in touch with her again. But including Mary as well. But a lot of people have said to me that my body's too sensitive. Like they're not concluding that my big toe isn't working, and that's a major thing. Because they don't necessarily know enough about the big toe and how it plays a role in activating muscles. They seem to be saying, oh, if you can't like sit very well, you can't lay on the floor. Like I said, I can't lay on the floor on my back to do exercises. Most of the time I can't. I might be able to do it if I'm holding myself up, but then I don't have a hand free, you know, because I'm like holding myself up like this. So with the personal trainer, I said to her, I can't lay on my back and I can't sit on my bottom I couldn't sit on a bench to do exercises with dumbbells. I says if I'm holding dumbbells, I'm even heavier, and I can't sit on a chair very well, but holding dumbbells as well, I just can't. There's no chance. And she just said, oh, you're too sensitive. Like, you know, you need to. So in a way, the pain management people at the hospital, NHS pain management, Mary as well, have both said you need to get your back is too sensitive, and you need to like touch it with different temperature, things at different temperatures, different types of textures. I mean, to be honest, when I'm having a better time, like today, I'm having a better time than usual. So I can touch my back, you know, I can touch my back. I can't lay on the floor and do loads of exercises because in an hour after that, I'm going to be in a mess. But I'm not that sensitive. It's just I don't have the range of motion. I need to strengthen my bottom, because if you've got a bottom, like I can lay on the floor and sit on the floor better now this year than last year. Why? Not because I've got different materials to like touch my back with different temperatures, different materials. It's not about getting myself to be my brain to think it's safe to have something touchy. It's not about my brain thinking is it safe. No, and worrying about it's not a mental problem. It's a physical problem.
It's a body memory.
It's a physical problem because my bottom is now substantially got muscle in it compared to last year. There was no muscle in my bottom. It feels massive now. It's not, but it just feels massive because last year it was just flat and nothing there. It was bone on skin and bone on then the ground. And you know, so it was really, really painful. So now I might not. If I sit on that chair for half an hour, I could sit on that sofa for half an hour this time of day. But if I do, I'm going to know about it tomorrow. So I'm not going to do it. But I could, if somebody says, I'll pay you money if you do it now for half an hour, I could do it, right? But in the morning, my back would be in a spasm straight away. And it's not that I need to like put an ice cube on my back and I need to put like some jelly on, some random hot and cold. It's not about that. It's the muscle is now bigger, so I've got more chance now of I might be able to lay on my back to an extent, but not holding weights. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't do that myself, holding weights.
Because you're just asking for trouble. You're just pushing on something that's already damaged. So it's not all in my mind.
What people, it's just the books, NHS. They try to put that to you, always on your mind. You're a psychologist. No, I do believe I may be wrong. I'm not saying right, but is the body memories. Even though you're feeling better now, but your body remembers certain things. What you're gonna do, you know, you try to go there, and it's not your brain telling your body. Your body already knows if you're going to do something, you're gonna go into spasm straight away. You know your body.
But my body would go into spasm. It's because.
But they don't understand it.
No, they don't. I mean, I feel like I don't believe in pain memory. I don't. I know that there's a part of it, it's a small factor, that your brain, like the connections between your brain and different parts of your body, there's obviously like the nerve cells, the neurons, and I know that they're all connected. And so if, for example, certain neurons are switched on more frequently, they're more ready to be switched on. The neurotransmitters and the chemicals are all built up in a big reservoir, and they're ready to start working. And some nerves who have not been used for a long time, there is no reservoir of these chemicals, so they won't switch on easily. And so they won't switch on, which might be inhibitors. And the ones that are activators, to activate the pain, they'll switch on faster because they're in massive supply. So I understand that, and people call that pain memory or something, but I'm aware of all of those things.
People don't know what to say.
No, but I know that if you've got muscles, like if for example, my mum, she says I can't lift my arm. She's probably got a lack of muscle as well in her arm because she doesn't lift her arm any higher than this. So whatever muscles are needed to lift your arm higher, those ligaments, muscles, whatever, she hasn't done it. She won't lift her arm any higher than that because she can't. For years and years, she can't lift her arm any higher than this. So whatever you need to do to do that, she hasn't. That ligament or something is like short, so she can't do it because she's pulling together, and so she's got to go, and then it's not good and what have you. So.
Because I remember when I was having this trouble with my shoulder, James, and then as I say, I couldn't do that. That was what I could lift my arm. The left one, and I couldn't do anything more.
By the way, Sandro, just before you go, I don't think it's bad, but at some point, you know, if you want to have a go, even just on this machine, anytime you come, just because it might help, but listen, you can't even hear it, can you? What a lovely little machine this is.
But the one I have at home, it feels like there's a train on this side.
Yeah. How nice is this? It's amazing, isn't it? And it's quite easy to just pedal really slowly. So, you know, if ever you feel like, you know, you can lower the resistance a lot as well. So, yeah, if ever you come round and you want to just give it a try or something.
When I come for some of the exercise, I'll have a little try in it,
Yeah. It's a lovely little machine, and yeah. I mean, my mum's 80, and she can manage to just go. I say that she turns the resistance down like loads, but it's just getting her hips moving.
Oh yeah,
and
she just needs to get the mobility.
Yeah.
You know, that's beautiful.
It's a lovely machine, isn't it? I couldn't believe it when I first got one. I thought, oh my god. Because, I remember my grandma had one. It was like a right racket. Like, I thought,
it's going to be the monster again.
It's going to be but, I couldn't believe, because, over the years, they've really improved, you know. So, yeah, it's just over £100.
Really?
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So, £120. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for that price, seriously.
Yeah.
So, well, I would say next time I'll come for when we make arrangement for this exercise, definitely we'll have a go in it. Yeah. But once I know what's happening inside this knee, then. But as I say, I'm 90% sure it's the meniscus. And if it is, James, I'll be quite happy.
You know the thing that you lent me? I put it over here for the back.
Oh right, yeah.
Do you want to take this back?
Well, I can. Let me just you put the bed in the car.
You know,
never think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the
I tried it, but I'm not sure if it's quite what I need at the moment.
Yeah.
But I just feel like my back is quite sensitive, and I think at the moment I just need to keep building up muscles and get more I need to get more flesh between me and the floor. So I just feel I'm working on a few other things. I didn't want to just have it lying around in the house and not using it much. I'll maybe try it another time. Now I know what it is. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Right then, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Right. I do. Well, I'll call you tomorrow about the body and then to see how English you do.
Yes, yes, of course, yeah.
What time is they playing? Is that 10?
I think it's 10 o'clock, yeah, yeah. If you were free tomorrow, we're going to have the barbecue about between like 4:30. If you were free, you're more than welcome to come along.
I just don't know what time I'll be back from. If I'll be back on time, I'll give you a call. Say, James, I can call very for a quick one and see you guys, or can just come and stay.
Yeah, you could watch the football, yeah, because we'll be up watching the football.
Let me see what Lucy is planning to do.
Yeah.
Because she's home tomorrow, so. But
this could be the last chance for England.
Don't say that, please. You won't see England.
Yeah.
Okay then, buddy.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so no problem. So send my regards to your mom when she gets here tomorrow.
Yes.
And I'll say, right, so for next week we can plan for the Tuesday. If something happens, I'll let you know and then we pick another day.
Okay.
If that's okay, yeah?
That sounds great, yeah.
Yeah, so we might for Tuesday. If something happens, we'll see for another day.
Thank you, yes.
No problem at all, buddy. Thanks, James. Fala, rapaziada, how you guys doing? Oh God almighty, there's plenty of terminei a massagem agora é arrumar pra casa, mano, velho. Hoje o dia foi longo, o moleque, ele quer que eu faça uma casa na árvore pra ele. Então, hoje eu terminei o trampo, eu fui trabalhar às 7h30, 9 horas eu terminei, o patrão, tá muito quente, vai pra casa. Eu pensei com prazer. Aí eu fui embora, e me traquei o dia todo fazendo tentando fazer a casinha da árvore pra ele. Foi até mais rápido do que eu pensei, sabe? Foi bem mais rápido do que eu pensei. Claro, tem um monte de coisa pra fazer ainda, mas consegui adiantar bem o trabalho lá, sabe, mano? Consegui adiantar bem o trabalho. Mas aqui agora já 00:05, já terminamos mais um dia de peleia. Aí amanhã é uma chibata daqui a pouco, né? Já passou da 00:00 aqui, então passar. Bom, acho que ainda deve ter umas 2 cervejinhas bem geladas lá em casa. O problema é se eu falar, não, acho que tem, eu chego lá, não tem nada, e daí pra sair pra pegar cerveja aí não dá. Mas se tiver uma bem geladinha lá, já tá ótimo. Não vou nem passar no mercado agora, no posto de gasolina, pra comprar outra. Se tiver se não tiver, eu tomo água com gelo mesmo e tá tudo certo. Mas amanhã tem um diazinho inteiro. Amanhã é a última aula das crianças antes das férias, né? Minha aluna vai estar dando aula, então, né, alguns dos alunos mais velhos vão estar indo lá também para dar uma força para ela. E aí, férias. Aí voltar só em setembro de novo com as aulas para as crianças, né? O mês que vem eu tô indo pro Brasil. Eu não quero fazer como eu fiz da outra vez, sabe? Né, como eu fui pro Brasil ano passado e tal, então deixei o canal parado. Devo ter feito umas 2 ou 3 lives só. E você lembra que o canal, ele, porra, capengou, né? Então quero ver se dessa vez Bom, dessa vez eu vou ter tempo pra caralho pra estar fazendo um monte de vídeo enquanto eu estiver no Brasil. Eu já vou deixar algumas coisas preparadas daqui antes de sair. E é isso. Mas beleza, pessoal, vou pegar a estrada aqui agora, né? Tem uma uns 20 minutos, meia hora de estrada até chegar no barraco. Saindo aqui na rodovia, então vou ter que desligar o teléfono, né? Pra não causar nenhuma distração na estrada. Beleza, então? Então é isso, pessoal. Deixa o like aí no vídeo. Quem gostou, gostou. Quem não gostou, foda-se, né? E se puder deixar o like, maravilha. Se puder se inscrever no canal, melhor ainda. Já que doação super tanks ninguém vai fazer mesmo, então pelo menos deixa o seu like aí, que já tá ótimo, tá de bom tamanho. Valeu, mano Fábio. Então amanhã a gente volta. Amanhã eu vou tentar fazer uma live lá pra mostrar a casinha lá do moleque, como é que tá ficando. Beleza, então, pessoal? Então fiquem todos com Deus. Um abraço a todo mundo. Fui! Bom voyage, Fábio!